kandi mukama tukoreye magere kuruga hati ingasho tukoreye kutangaza kuruga tukusibiro byona tukume tumisizina lyawe abo Yesu Kristo mukama witu amina. Mwasi bamuta abari ba Gntv eyanyakazoba nuko kubanza kandi nebiri 12 yo kwezi kwa munana 2024 nyine on program yo kwita sports zone abashija babarabija kutugambira kibire onywaziyo mu mpaka za ANKOLE tournament nibenda kutongana nibenda kunyiga nibenda abo kubaka bagambe no wakazo already kunyiga so ebiraje byo no mukunyiga kweye nebiye nko muntu tibya Gntv ninye Barigye Jusper Muhinda kandi umwanjuzi wa program eji nyine Alex Proline utireho kabagambe undi referee ni software engineer Mahani Technologies kandi football coach ni football player byona bityo yishikangu nashomesa kuriya umurukungu bagita batisha muri
nkungu Crimland High School
wamuhurira mushija nkungu Crimland High School kuriya nyuma babatira wenda bagenda kubita yani go kufa kwa anyway ninkuzi cyangu ebera namwenda kandi ebero namwenda kwika 31 Rwampara for Jesus Christ Crusade elimuneja omuru Rwampara ahachayi kinoni twine ba pastors bona bo mu Rwampara begeisera na ba pastors kurwo mu King of Kings Church Loving God Loving You nka Apostle Gibson 20 ka Pastor Joshua Israel otemuna bashongozi be dini bona Lady Diana umwishongozi we dini okumanyonka Alex aza ko baruho bitu ebyana bikureterwa King of Kings Church Loving God Loving You Bishop Dr. Cyrus Tayebwa Nicola Tayebwa otiriho nafbag kandi nabapasta bona abo mu Rwampara ija ushabirwe ukire utungo mugisha kurwo mu kiterane eco ekiratani cye babona mwenda ukikebera 31 ibyo kwezi okwa munana nabwo cy'abantu bakatereza kitunguru Ruganda Rwampara Kihi kuriya Karoranya Karonko kuriya uruguru umukinuzi kuro mu kiri ka ingo bamaraye anyway ibintu ko biri muje mutwegiteho ishika mu television age eri ha channels 292 sometimes antenna bitano 24 sometimes dish kandi utireho channel 22 free to air oteho channel 8 kuriya Gntv making sure ngo atushangayo Gntv mobile app no basa kutushangayo kandi rukose nkora ya Google Play Store basa kubanogira downloadinga register ngo musumi yawe otwegite yeshayo naho raendere ishika muturiya mukutu kandi eyo mutimbagano eri kubwita abantu mikutuka Facebook Instagram Twitter LinkedIn TikTok otireho na YouTube tushanga bibanja byitu harimo @gntv_ug official harimo @gntv_official kuriya Twitter kandi harimo GNTV Uganda mikutuyona ya sigara bitu iwuriya Instagram tekamu @gntv_ug official waseko no tumwe kugenda kimumisho kandi television age iwari kwenda kutogitaho live program age kose kigamo #sportszone kuriya kandi mkutu ogwa Twitter uza kubasa kuba kandi utunga entekateka yawe yashoma live mkutu ogu kama zinya chire Alex Proline then nabanyamanya chire kabagambe babanze baramutse ho tugendo mission na program age
Barigye Jusper kandi ngaruke mbaze kwakira kurwo mu weekend amakora bo mbiro bibiri nkiba kitangwi kandi otiremo nakabagambo ya haru kujaba mu iberejo ibyo nibibaho no manyo munafuna ona ine excuses nyingi otherwise umurebe wa Gntv ninkwakire guno murundi oruna kuno kubanza kandi it's a fresh Monday noranye nakamonyo kinja amatama kugira ngo no basa kuba no kunda program yitu kandi no kunda na TV yitu ya Gntv kandi program ya sports zone kurgasha mwenda kusasha 10 inkujante cyo bano korane chamani kandi gumotukunde kandi otarga.
All right, again Alex kandi Proline bitu kabagambe iwe nakwakira banzura musi abantu bitu.
All right, abara kutureba shora neshonda kutandikiraho mutawona turi Gntv kandi maza no kwebaza mwe nabari aha mu kurce weekend ibiro sadness I think kutandira abazi ba Manchester United rwa katano kushya habagize bakazo ninga shabanyakazo weekend bereta shemire kugahitwa kugurwa mukaga kokanimba kuruse byo nebera biremo amazina Kaburizo Jackson Kabagambe Mahane software engineering Mbarara referee and a coach at Crimland High School turiya habyimizana rizoberi Jusper yantandikiraho kureka ntuza kuba twishobora ahanshonga habwa kinyigire koka kamende zo kuturebaje kandi no kugera ikimwayiga umutarabe tuganira
Alright, mukurikiye mwena kandi umurimo w'Imana mukora bitu nabakira program ejo murundo gundi niza kutangira uti ndabase kwa sisira bwire kantandikire kuri kandi ombibireho mpakeza hansi tutakagire kuri murankore tutandikira hansi umpakaza Green Park Premier League aho tingwa sakubgaho nyine buri kimwe cyone tibase kwa kigendo misho across the weekend no bunda abembasize kuba kandi ntavu personally bitu enshongezo ninze leta nkoko kubasa kuba no yitaga 360 totally 360 degree analysis korwa mpakaza Green Park Premier League banywane banje aba Hayes International sekwa kandi mumbi tera gole mwari busha bitu cyo kirabazure kubasagara kamwe kiro uzana gandi ogundi mpira twine results is wasekwanza kuri Green Park Premier League na fixtures byona na man of the match abasekwambara kuri mpaka za Green Park Premier League bitu imzana yaka ya 35 plus timu ziliyo mipira hihi mushanju kandi open category timu ziliyo mipira hihi eshatu buri team hata ayitugambira buri team yazande mipira eshatu mpaka za Green Park Premier League open category kandi kuriya 35 plus category team ziliyo mipira mushanju abo kujango league ejo ekatandika ya open category etakabase kuba netandika munywano wanje binji Flyers is twinde ni information ekwatagina results na nebiri ba players of the match ababase kuba kandi baraga kuriyo mipira ejo etari yemwe nemwe bitu Hayes International babase kubana batwereka kuba unveiling kandi umujozo gwabo umusya ubwo kuza kuzanda mu ishuka ngo bintu ba sponsors abatari bamwe na bamwe mikono otireho right na left kuza kubasa kwa norebisha nebyo kuza kubasa kwa nimbukoretera in our subsequent programs but nyina tugambe mununga ahanshonga ya results kwanza rgayo open category ibasekwa nenura kandi kusinga kutubeni tutekateka muniza kuberi matches have mu teams ensia let business decide but the goals ziri mushanju akabange bira kabanga tukareba hijo kandi Desert Boys neba kugiteri 10 tingumanya abwenci liga cyogera mu goals nyingi munonga
webale ngoko awakigambire ngo open category je nenura ko kanye namba gambire ningashiyo mureba muno tureba nye nangamente wari umpira gwaza mu goals zirenjiri 2 bo mpira tare biguru bagunuzire ya kuba bamwe nibija becawa ko waranga Desert bafutera goals 10 ncorekana no muhajizi to kanja munaza guma washitamire kureba mpira mpaka higura weri hati waza jeje batire goals umushanje the same price to that one of Desert nawe taraguma yawo akurinze nkabafutera akagora kamwe ninga bakakucumita ubugora abiri ngo bwa munywano wanje hano tine bugambo aho nikikuguma mecho kujya ubanyeba then tomorrow ninga next match ninga next meeting obano ijoro kugira uti buriya bakanteza kanice basa kubacita kuko umuntu yafutera goals ikumva go mpira tukanura
kabagambe goals mushanju twase ko tubizaneje
Green Park Premier League. I think it's a piece of entertainment in Mara. Really, abarebi ba Gntv mwamta ku following. It's really entertaining, especially open category. But I'm nyebuza. How can you concede 10 goals in 60 minutes? How can you concede 10 goals in 60 minutes? So, it means on average 6 minutes we are conceding. So I would advise if Green Park they have that transfer window, but they are signing abazani because really that's 10 goals. But for the new teams akabanga niyeretse reform kimanyisa teka sente wora abajamanyisa tire mu sente twe
akabanga ko mboye kandi bine coach Faizo munya bine coach Faizo bongo
so hatu wari ibintu byatandika kuza mu coaches professional coaches ndetse ngo league yone ekura
kora izinzo byamba abazana nabwo akabanga gumza
league yone ekura ninjira ngo Green Park Premier League wari yahika hati teams NCS zibari no batera zityo I think in the transfer window baza kwesotinga bagere bagora bongeremo investment yongere then after ushange ngo hati ekiwano gambe cyo kunyuma zibe ntukize but this time really bafutera goli kumu musahe then actually just for another entertainment that was there last night we had e-football was FIFA gaming. Yes,
Alex takwendera kimwe
we had a tournament It was played at a certain place there in Imbara, at one of the gaming hubs in Imbara. And I want to congratulate my friend Azar, Nick Frost Parker, Kevin, Kolo the man with glasses. Abantu baba basekika semifinals za FIFA kandi kirabo kibekiri mutwaro 40. Azza na Kevin no bashira finals, then winner abena atwaro 40 zitwiwa Azza, then Kevin yatwaro 20. Munywano wabo Frost bona mazanda hantu wahamu aberu akashatu. Yes,
bamusijira Frost.
Bamusijira. Finals omwana bamutire goals ishatu ikora nogera ngo ngibiro banyibi ishatu. So Kevin, the only basketball I know in Imbara, I'm sorry, and congratulations.
There are very many only that you know. Kevin,
yeah, the one that I know. The one that I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So watch out for the next tournament. Actually, at Icebox, Easy View. We na baba yono ba planning yabo. I think nibaza ko batiretse abo chamani abakwenda ku training nk'iyuzi ndetse tutendeka.
Tumwatoretera facho.
Alright, nshonga za mahani zezo konka we are talking about Greenpark Premier League no e-football. It's also necessary for us to know what exactly is happening in e-football here in Bara. Abantu binje mbeni muza e-football kabagambe abasakwana batera yo touch, but twine all figures as twine kwantu manyu mupira and they are attached to some of the teams at Greenpark. Coach Zaid Byekwaso abira kan nawe weekend age team yenu gwera aberi bade abagenzi bitu aba net busters coach wabale abashija abakuru munonga kandi batera kapiro kufana kubura, but abaze kwana celebrating a birthday yeye weekend still kandi coach Faizo Gongo numanya ichine Alex Nwara akigambe tumyoti nda akigambe. But when the coach Zaid Byekwaso sports zone celebrates with you coach Zaidi guni assistant coach al team ya Mbara City kan coach wa team ya Busters
actually wana kujuruti wana kujuruti FC
abinji mamanya FC konkantu mamanya amazina ine FC Zayed boy muto coach yatsumwe na team Biona Nevye, but we are celebrating with him. Coach Zaid Byekwaso umwe harika coach abari attached to some of the teams are Greenpark Premier League. We are celebrating a birthday yeye between ho na nondijo akandwa naho that's Armstrong abinji no manyeri ya Armstrong, but Armstrong we celebrate with you, happy +1 mwako gonjira kubere successful na kundo mpira mchijogo and he has tried so much. Beichini in fact Beichini ni mwa teams open category is the favorable, they are favorites of the league this season because kwa no squad selection yabo betebekanisize to been Waswa is one of the members here at King of Kings Church. Been Waswa, been the Abi brothers, the Abi Jonah na Numurumna, been Dembele, one of the strongest shooting guys league. Dembele shot after league no mwari yabona Ashraf abari kumamya kutero murro chokota murro. So been Henry who is one of most scoring guys on your team. Been mugenzi witu Matthew umugoro, been Desire ayibazingwe kandi n'umushari ya team ejo abantu binjo tiro Armstrong director nga CEO your team, but Beijing, yes, he's also part of that team and he plays. So because he's fit now, I don't know, he plays better than the other CEOs. Binja bagore mu kitimba basagana n'abagore, but akano no tends to play. So some of the results full time yesterday 35 plus Baguma FC basekwane kwata aji motel kasabona n'aba hotel kabedere mutera 2-1 bona ne bjiko ne umane that's Baguma for you. Baba sekomba hangura 2-1
35 plus.
Yeah, that's 35 plus. Zain sekobakana irisaka lungu, this is his third goal in 3 games. Zain,
actually Zain should not be playing this,
but he's old, he qualifies, he's about 40 years if you know. Zain is about 40 years when people playing now. Very old. I've seen that guy. Actually to come down in Boko Haram country college like in 2013 there. The guy was like that up to now. That guy is old, so mureke kumbusa Zain na Amos wasekwamba tebera kan team ya vita Baguma. Baguma ina umwa haritwe Mathias Maldadi, that one as an defender wa Baguma bitu nagamba Mathias Maldadi kandi Alex yashika team manager Mbarara City Mathias Maldadi no mwa party ya team ya Zibita babaguma. So that's how it was. Los Blancos, they have faced a challenge. They are losing each and every game they play. This has been their second successive loss against
Azizi yabafunide kagoro.
Los Blancos
kagambera defender wabo. Ashim. Naye Los Blancos mwabona n'iryo team eyabo umpiro gwabo n'ugwamani gw'ikiburi.
Umpiro gwabo ni
naja signing abazandi bo bwongoro.
Pika du yinafata
yanga.
Awe ninchara kukigamba musira yinkuba nintambura. Tegezaho kuguma ntorondana n'izina branding matters a lot. Koza ati umuntu norana yana hajara obani Los Blancos nchoreka wabo ineme kintu cye cyashato kukigamba. Umuntu na yakwajara nayebuze cye kintu kikaruganka.
Ogani Alex.
Tugeme tugambe turahani yantu batugambe kintu cyiro kukikuba ki.
Los Blancos is a Spanish word. Konka kandi Alex word there is all. Okay, umuntu ine cyasha Alex yajya muturabase pronounce n'ikigambo Los Blancos. Anyway, that's the fun part of it. Wa sports zone kusiya buri kimwe cyone. Ikikusesiya kikunyize kandi n'ikikwegeza. Anyway, Los Blancos basekoma gitera goals kandi ibiri ahari yemwe Bruce na Arafat batemire team y'abagenzi bitu aba Edisuits Arafat na waba basekwa na ateba kandi mpira ekuratine mpira ebiri ekuratine. So Arafat is one of the guys to watch out for. So tubasekwa tureba kandi bagenzi bitu aba New Ways Health Limited. These are one of our partners here. New Ways Dr. Amon baranganitwe munonga Gntv, but New Ways basekwa ni hangura gole mwarushe kutera Ronif ekabanza kuhangura mpira shate kuratine bakutera za goli 5 2 3 harusha konka hati ebintu bihindwire ingoma zindwire mirisyo nyuma aziba bakwase babashengura gole mwarusha Ronif Electronics gole mwarusha B2 manager Ronnie still team yawe neitaga kubasa kubana improving. Akbal also has scored twice akanda hangwere man of the match emirundi ebere kuratine. That's Akbal for you. Twasekwana tureba munywani witu Mastura ningashi abanyo tukweta perfect a player of the match omuzano gwabagenzi bitu aba Edisuits kandi omuzano gwasekwana gukore byafayo omuzano gwabagenzi bitu aba let business decide. This time business did not decide. This time the drink decided. Akabanga drink kandi ya coach Faizo Alex Nwala asugamba coach Faizo tinda base kuyonja, but coach Faizo na team ye akabanga drink base kwa mbatera let business decide 7-0. Look at who scored. Sasa boy goals ibiri, Azuna goal emwe kandi mbine goals ibiri, Bob goal emwe, Juma goal emwe. Amazina njani mugareba. So team yawe n'abantu mukaka umucishayi. Look at who scored 1 2 3 4 5. Njimasa goalkeeper ngana watagizireke.
It was total football.
That was total football. Let business decide. Babase kwamba gumumbi konka ntubachiro mu league. That is a welcome. Mwe bari kuje mu Green Park Premier League. Nikwe bitwaza. Nikwe bitura mu Green Park Premier League.
Harona there is a switch on first game kana kore ngimo.
Harona ramwachira kamuteri 12. I'm telling you. I'm waiting for a game between Bechini and Let Business Decide. Kutaraza mu goals 12. Wetegereza ujore. Anyway, Emiteni nkobe coach Faizo kubasa kutora na sasa Juma Beine Azuna bakabasa kwa kandi bono ngatibe
aba bana bo coach Faizo Torine atwire nabo
abatwire nabo nabana
John Kakoba boys kana agamye Kakoba niyo home of talent muri Mbara koga kuzacha coach Faizo wayine weakness yeye izi goals mushanje zubatire let business decide kunwe bazitire yatakugaruka
Alex agambi
yatakugaruka ko bekintu muninga amano bo kutwagamba ngwite twine bwino kandi com sports eco ne cinte cyo gambo takuyago muntu turebere binji tukamuteraho tukatwine tournament side za bushenyoku kutamuteye goals ibiro mudashika twikumi yagambira abana mwambare twegenderi yakitizamani kandi weakness yinde yine nyoni mukunda. By the way, coach Faizo no muntu.
One of the most like guys
bya discipline. Time murungi. Coach Faizo is one of the disciplined coaches, I think, in
disciplined
Western.
Or indisciplined?
Indisciplined coaches in West. I think Tindamanyoba Western. Kali in ANKOLE.
Actually, what I will ask you about that, indiscipline in terms of touchline, player handling,
general conduct. That is what Alex is referring to.
kandi nakugambira icyo ngo bakwire na answer still na products abana bakumurugamo bagenda n'imico yiyi nakuritera ba likes of mad kuba wagire kuri kusamba masaza cup iyo bamara kutira ngo banteretse jinja left washara umujoza gutahibega yegende bambingo mwana garuka hanuye so nore abona watching is good konkarho yakantuka kubateka makataboneri.
Mad is one of the guys abo base kwamba FIFA ni banning. You saw that Shoma Mpama urugaba banning. Anyway, discussion ya coach Faisal tusako discussing watu izraha niza kumuleta hapa ni msoye guzo tuinde ko mgamizwa polisi wabe na wasapu na acha kutujera ati njya kumusoya polisi njya kumusoya kajoji we bibuzo oba mwamwishuka hati bakabasa kwamba muhindura. Anyway, so coach Faisal tusako kumuleta Alex amusoye kajoji we bibuzo tureke kugira ngo baraje twamwayiriza ya cyangwa kwa tumuleta izo nempaka za Green Park Premier League aba players of the match bona twase kwa ntubatunga haruma Stura haruma Stura wanje shonga ya
Mastura na mpiro gwa kusamba ninga perfect
rane nizo batungura piyaje vuga
konka ompiro gwa kusamba no gucera gwabasigazi binji ningo gwabashija binji ubwo mukimba mwita perfect imanya no muforo
perfect ni manya
yeah
ubwo kandi na warjom A+ konka tinkumanya ekinkumanya je team zensia
konka
first game bakatira
A+ guy no
that was the game that was the game A+ ekutera Hayes kandi ubwo akabari player of the match nyonkanye nitakatangu team zensia zire form bayima yo kweza kutwetera bazani nka bitweta kumanya kandi bakabasa kabamba challenging matches they lost their first game A+. Konka this time around base making sure ngo ba challenging Hayes babasa kuba kandi nibagitera kurunja munonga bitu nandiga nyakazoba agone man of the match kubwo muzano gwa baguma njano rebera kimwe kijiko cyabase kwa nchikora amushato kumara kandi namani tunitano kora kakunyira
kuwa binabe kono bateye goro bajara bazwahuta
so enshongezo ni nkuru munonga bitu ogwene arinda wabaguma abasekwa na man of the match player of the match ndizo utwine njano murebera kimwe kandi oriya yabasa kuba Alan wa A+ kandi oguno wa Ed Suits na wetu basekwa turebera kimwe kuruga kuriya omubantu abatwire player of the match inshongezo ndikwe ziri aba players of the match aba Green Park Premier League 360 degrees wabasakwa no manyi kigenzero misho a Green Park katucinge Green Park tugendere kimwe kuriya omuri ANKOLE district tournament aho nonanye ndamutandikire kubasa kutugambira amazima kabukunyuke Alex kabagambe nagira nkazoba jibere bayima yo kweza kugira ngo ihangwire gozi birari yemwe eri kusinga abagenzi bitu aba ibanda umpiyo gube kuri yo wabo kutari wanyu wese ndezera uno gukota garicire Alex rebo mu kamera tugambere kazoba jibere ninga mateka gagitire ninga bayimirwa mpira
twagendera umukinto ninga sho mateka go mpira iyi nekiba kweta away goals rule
nekore tejo
neyijeti uko yishiro wanje wantebera yo zinga
okay
kandi kunyijiro wawe nakutebera yo zinga ninga wanteba zinga abantu bakazonya nambagambire nti ibanda tebibire erite katutwire nuturugamba tukugira ngo cyabe cyerizo kazo wibanda yakutera yo gori yaye emwe tuwareba mu kitima tuwateba munchoreka ukaba umunafu umunyankore mu rurimo gwito gw'abanyankore tuwateba ukodo kataya yiro muntu yakwane cyo kunywa warema kucimaro mu gerasi we kwa ijoro wawe na wadoka muhemere yajiya ona wadoka muhemere akajya yina kuyasigiro ni manyisaje akijo wawe yabasa kuteba hatika kutwara mu aggregates kibire kanje kore 2 onchengere 2 goals then tuzafuta muna na retake ya away goal rule so ombuteka burungi kanda o kabagambe tikumo kwara kigambeho abahadizi ningashi ba fans abinje babatakukimanya konka management yonka erukura ompiro omumurkazo na no mpiro go muri ibanda ne kimanya ngo egendire akite kibakweta away goal rule ningasharo ne kibakweta head to head numbasa kushanga minganyise points goals minganise bihana bi ababachokoze ushange mwashohora so abantu bakazo ntobakunda konka mbasize kugendera ahabwera iteka kugira ngo ribakwase
we bari mununga producer Joseph abwe bishanebyo kabwimuze mbizana bashija abamba twara konka I have to correct something here. Alex yashobora away goals rule matches birimo kutebera away but the weight of the away goal niye komataringa ati mwine vukimanya ngo away goals rule nikimanyisa kunda kutebero wawe goal yanje neza ko very strong and neza ko very heavier such that kuturayinganise aggregates zaba 2-2 my goal ina kutebiro wawe ahabjenyi neza ko very heavier than what you squad katora cyo kurebera kazo ekija ibanda ahari St George's Arena tukwe umurika gongo ibanda yagisingana gole mwari busha kazo tiyateba kabagambe mukateba tumaratebere
turatebere
ompira go kugarukana ninga shuri return leg ubeguru kuri ya desert ompira go kugire kwa mudakika 9 kazo egusinjira na goals ibira hariyemo omugita gwa goro umunyango omurujungu bakwita aggregate omugita gwa gorezo rezil goals ibiri ahari ibiri konka hago kugira ngo ibanda ekateba omurikazo ahabujeni goro ya ibanda ebininga ni ibiri niko bakugira away goals rule niko itekana ko kugira mu mupira away goals rule is equal to 2 umurebe wa sports zone kutwinganisa umugite gwa goals abibiri hari ibiri konka bakugira ngo nyona ateba mu wawo mbujeni nakuteba mu goal yanje nene inganeze
ibiri
ntiba nkimanyisa ngo ibanda nera bahari kazo na goals shata hari ibiri matches in normal game aggregates were 2-2 kabagambe twashoma mu bwa coach matches or referee kandi numanya awe goals rule kikomanisa
kandi by the way kongera agyecho noreba akabagambe na yana hakanisa oyine kuhakanisa no murebe wa Gntv oyo ko takumanya amateka go bira nacyo orukushanga we nahagere konka kabagambe either coach either referee either football player software engineer
teacher at Kurimland
or
no musubiza atshobora abandi bakazina runaka kuyo Alex kabagambe urugano rwa
kamaze mbeba
mwe n'ababyo ibyo mu kazo
producer borekere kuzande bishani
okay
producer boretse
okay
now Jusper Alex kamaze siba abantu bakazo abahazi nja wabari abahazi barabindi actually Kazo district is one of the most supportive district in this tournament
and that was evident.
Yes, so abahagizi mwe bare kutaninga up team organizers kutanzira Dennis Tumaramye second Chidudu Ivani Mr Beranju mwe bare Canon Emma Katamunanwire mwe bare now twazatsinze cha Kazo na Nibanda football wise now echo kubanza kamanze clearing echi abare ba Gntv shaheji away goals rule is not a law in football. That
it's
is
agreed upon.
It is not a law.
It's agreed upon
now,
before the season kicks
that
off.
is a rule and a regulation put in place by the organizers
actually the
of
committee
the tournament.
Yes.
Now, I want
First
us...
wait,
yes.
Kabagambe.
Yes.
It's a regulation that is put on
Yes.
or agreed upon
Yes.
by the committee, the organizing committee
Of?
and members of the tournament. They cannot put that rule without
Before, yes, before the members.
That's
now, my concern is ANKOLE district tournament. Do you have rules and regulations? If yes, which rule and which article did you write that away goals rule apply? You cannot say, actually, immediately after the results, when Kazo was saying, let's go for shootouts because that will get 2-2, one of the even the team managers, yaza WhatsApp, ya handi kankawe, ya citing away goals rule. He did, I want that article attached to the rules and regulations. Actually, I will ask team managers, any team member participating, cite the article and the rule number. Then we say, Kazo, according to the rules of tournament of ANKOLE district tournament, if a team considers away goals rule applies. But it's not about kujirango mukano muchuraho. Actually, when someone kaiza kusiting echo, omwe abantu bakazo ya citing echa European football. It was that rule was scrapped off in 2021-2022 season, which means it is invalid if you are citing that rule. Now, please, members, ANKOLE district tournament ya 7-12. One was about referees where FUFA intervened. Now, I may call it syndicate. I'm sorry to say. As long as you come out with the typed rules and regulations of the tournament, especially managers. Actually, Mr. Tumuramye Dennis, bring namazma away goals room. No, someone is just basing on his own will. And
I'm going to cite for you, share with you some of the minutes that were discussed on 15th of July, just after the conclusion of the quarterfinals. And these people convened with all team leaders, and they went for a meeting on 15th July.
Yeah.
One of the concerns was this: as the tournament heads into the quarterfinals, it's important that we understand the rules of the tournament to avoid confusion. Number one, all goals in knockout stages will be played. All games in the knockout stages will be played on home and away basis. 2, away goal rule will be considered in case of equal goals. In case teams draw after 2 legs, then the sport kicks will be taken to determine the winner.
In case of what?
In case the teams drew after 2 legs, the sport kicks will be taken to determine the winner. That was from the meeting they convened on 15th of July 2024. Very recently. It's not yet even more than 3 weeks ago. That was a meeting. Your team leader was there. Who is your team leader?
Tumuramye Dennis.
Dennis Tumuramye, you were even convicted of, not convicted, but accused of using violence means to coerce people to come and fight. Good enough they did not fight. Mukama simu kawasa kwesasa. So Tumuramye Dennis, we bari munonga kwatenda ingoro chiko kabara kugambira abantu bakazo. Kurwanya na usinjira kwagambira abantu bakazo kabaratinga kare ngo pire kugura akwe 2-1 in favor of Kazu. Abatawe mbaza ko bali very calm. Konka Dennis okatenda ingoro chiko twasa kushobora abantu bakazo kubara inganise goal. Konka ibanda yawe batebede muwani ne cyakubarabaho. You did not do that, and it was very bad. You see, Kabagambe, when we are dealing with football needs to be the light, fair, integrate. Kora chichire team, uzo murchiko, otagwejejera, ebira iho murchiko, bidoro byanjurire abokora na
abazani
bachimanye. By the way, they are the most heartbroken. I talked to a few players of Kazu. They are the most heartbroken because barachimanyire boba kazana mpira tibamanya
bamangu you have to win, and
all they waited for is let Ivana come home, we defeat them. Tubatere 2-1 tuzo extra time because uzakwa twangasa 2-2 tuzo extra time ninga shituzo munchi sport kicks, but baye bakumanya away goes rule neza kubera active nabwo cyishongije abantu mwe ni inkuru. Anyway,
can't buy the way Mami Jusper.
If it was agreed upon,
it was agreed upon. Kokana bwe management yaba kutebekanisa organizers nabo mugisha sports ventures.
Abo mugisha sports ventures.
Organizers ba ANKOLE district tournament.
Kana bari
are heavy intervene kora nabo nimbagwazo mushanga. Are heavy intervene kora kuba ryo rukiko Mami Jusper no bwako bari representing club. Tuburuka ntukona ngo nono kikijuka ngo ze kagambira nkahi. Konka nkimwe ba organizers are heavy intervene mushemeye kuba you put into writings.
True.
Then kujya abo mugisha club kumurabe mwayikirizaje bebintu print out that statement jihereze o representative wa club ninga shuwa district agitwara koreki akuba nibaba batajire kugamba kintu cha away goal rule noreba it's just that one is the simple case. Yes. It's a simple minor. Kugira ngo waza kwishuka Jusper ngo muze ko mu rukiko bareta maka away goal rule akunukikanoja it's fine kunkar heavy very deep eva kuba bakozere ki bikirize. So na umutagwera side kugira ngo gumwe bembezo wa kaso tabagambe kinaki aho abo mugisha sports venture mugezeho ibintu byanyu mugume mu bite into writings kuno jango cye kintu bakabahandikire mpapura bamara bazikwata representative bisha bagira ngo twakore kine chat cyarabamo let's print out kwa tor papura gendo ushemere ki abantu bawe akanaza kusoma buri kimwe kungo tukugira ngo umuntu no competent by the way wagambere buri obutererwa gukora kugira ngo system ya Uganda na FUFA barumune benda bagihindure tutakije mu rukiko tukashitama no every representative oje with the laptop kugira ngo kiro akore babemba baba forwarding they forwarded
and actually it's very absurd our organizers that it's your first tournament that I have seen which is playing on a regional level to find without attached and printed rules and resolutions.
But I think they had shared each and everything on their platform, on their leaders' platform. How come I have copies of those? But yeah, I'm trying to figure out to see if my producer can generate. And but I think we should be clear on this. I have copies of those rules. How can I access these things? And the team leaders do not access them.
Hate omami Jusper nyana kugamba nyono mana nagambye nti nyoni intero to kitine side inkugwera nyana kugambire nti iwe nanye nakabagambe aboja mu niyo field yitu ya sports bateka yakantu ntubatwine karona ninga bakatayo kitutwara mani minji koraki kuganoza kushanga ngo representative wa club ninga shuwa district nka for example ngakazo first is the businessman tumurishaha ngo amishona azabagatire ahasumu akaragwe hakashoma echa kabiri bine families na abana wa yatanduka kushoma umwana guruki yatincha kare n'umunindi reporting akike chikora ki nci muguruko umuto abonche batagumana ba printing out
ishongezo ni inkuru. I will keep trying so that I can bring you a copy of those rules now for the whole the document I have on my phone for those rules is incompatible for our system to play. I think I would adjust with my producer so that we can see how we can play those rules, but we need to confirm to the public that we have copies of those rules, and it was agreed upon on 24th, actually 15th of July in that meeting. I never attended that meeting, but I happened to be online. I shared the same views like you guys are saying here. I happened to receive copies of what was agreed upon, the minutes that were adopted in that very meeting. So ishonga yankole district tournament bishemwe nyona agendera tinkumanya maybe for clarification results. We have the results za ANKOLE district tournament twinina fixture ya next game Ntungamo will be playing tinkumanya tinkumanya mwaza kudiscuss ngati tumplay wa final. Ntungamo is playing Rubirizi or something Rubirizi or something not Rubirizi I think
Uganda.
Yes
Uganda. Yeah,
Ntungamo Rubirizi, then Kazo is playing Shema. Yeah,
not Kazo. Uganda.
I mean Uganda is playing Shema just after that that Kazo game. So those are the fixtures. Katurebe Ntungamo kwa yarago had to discuss ngecho. Ntungamo and Muchurezi help them to score 2 goals. Abasekwa yamba kuteba goals ibiro mu kushembere no kirebo ahibagaruka.
Ntungamo na Rubirizi tujyamwe niyo match ningashi niyo game yabo yo kubanza ibarumbaza kwatagana. Eliya ine Alex na Teba ninkachi ejena yine ba senior players likes of Paulo Muchirezi abona ba senior players konga Ntungamo umutuma gweyine na nibando na Rubirizi umutuma gweyine ni ndeba Ntungamo neza kuba ni winninga ubwo
Ntungamo at home first shika Ntungamo at home kandi Rubirizi jine kora kurungi yabere nyakasharu kuya kasayikabo kariya
so Ntungamo ne kore samani
Ntungamo za home mchamate kuja mu winning ompiro kucheka kabagamira no chire no game semi final yo kubanza
actually nyo semi final chamate it's very difficult to win injira y'umpira Rubirizi. It's very difficult. Yeah. Only now that you've said that there is a way goals rule confirmed, I'm seeing Rubirizi going to the finals because one of the districts that used home talents is Rubirizi. Out of 11 it has like 7 players.
Yes.
Homegrown players, yes. And when you are relying on those experts or mercenaries and we may say Tungamaneko Sabawa they are senior players, but still we know because the league is soon starting. I don't think you will give out your 100% against someone in a regional league. That guy of Nazanda Rubirizi district neye Muchure Zono Zanda Nek Tokwenda Bakuwaze. I don't think you will give out your 100% like this guy of Rubirizi. So I'm seeing Rubirizi the finals, and I think against the Shema.
Okay. Jisho ngani kweli bito byanzira mu misho kuri ANKOLE district tournament nikwe base kwa mbeba abakazo we are so sorry you guys sorry ku tournament akwa mbiri mu ine team is very young team. Playing some good
actually I'm sorry for the players ababaze participating abakazo district. All your efforts are valued, and all the sponsors, especially the business community, especially the leadership community from the MPs up to LC5.
Kuyaka tukache na wadekazo eshohire akunajireba ho bambazana obushani tebenze bafune support impango koko nabenaga meto muhagiza no muzano wo kubanza tebarakozire byite byambara gushaka kuzana.
Actually Alex aba bantu ababe barakazo like 80% bakaba bari banda the 70% bakaba bari sanga
for sanga I saw that game in Sanga
Kazo district. I think supporters, if we remain with this heart next tournament twabachomesiba wego
byahaza bakushemerwa by the way we came as kugenda ya full time because those supporters were too jubilant. Of course, they expected to go through. They expected to have progressed to the semi-finals. I'm telling you, if our producer can play those pictures, and it's a warning. They were pictures captured by the phone. Those were pictures captured by the phone. But just look at that. Look at the number of people.
Chona nakugambira abantu bakutegeka kunoje ibintu kuba kubahandika akuba kazohari yo ready abantu bo mbamba manya ko barasingo mpira bakora ki baraba konkeje shabaza kura bakahurira mushohwire ataho nkuru abantu baye cyawa ikintu bacanga.
Look at the number of people abari available in
abantu bacanga
at the desert. Just look at that. Mbwenu ekinkumanya Kare Haro district disappointed, withdrawn, devastated at the moment because
for these
people came out with one heart. They spoke one language to support Kazo. Mwewa mnonga bantu bakazo tinyine cyo kubasa kubagambira, but that is football. Manyompira ngo decide go sharam. Anyway, songa za ANKOLE district football twazikomyaho kandi twazidiscussing to the length. Mwamanye kibine cyunje kibiro mu ANKOLE district tournament mwamanye ko bijenzere hati kamba mingu twasa kuruga wao kandi ngutware kuri mu Buganda hariho Ebenezer Soccer Academy yabase kuba kandi netware chikopo cha under 17 kungati mwanya bana baba under 17 kumarare shaniko Alex no kira kumwanga lanshongezo nakabagambi hariho National Under 17 Championships kandi according to regions baye barikuria muri Buganda beat Ebenezer Soccer Academy baye ba champions ebishane byonoza kwa no bereba bya Under 17 Buganda champions tinkumanya aba bana ko bari ba Under 17 these guys Under 17 Look at that guy, second guy standing, the captain.
But I think that is not the captain.
The captain is that guy Under 17
by documents.
By documents,
we follow documents.
He's Under 17 by documents.
I cannot argue with that.
Not by bus, but by documents.
By documents, he's Under 17.
Excuse me, esongezo ni nkuru mnonga abale bitwa sports zone mwe bari kwasa kwa kandi mchya. I thought I thought speed abo kuba mahoro ni menshi mnonga. Ejo ni njano jireba
Beneza.
Ona mazima.
But even actually, sometimes I cannot argue because abana bakora gym work,
which is okay. You're doing gym work, but you can the face can kill it.
Gym work can bring out
ompiro go kureba
Shots
shaka arayikwika kirenga
Yamal beni 16
Yamal but you can look at Yamal no rebera kimwe Yamal no just by looking at
yarabo kureba no mwana no bakoranka ba mayino
anyway it's a nation ya under 17 na you can
dokumangu mayino yari mu Uganda kunazana sokagala
Ebeneza Sports Academy basekwane twarejo Chitara eganya kazoba babasa kuba kandi baguruka kuza kuriya mu Libya kubasa kuzana impaka zabo eza CAF Confederations Cup kandi ishonge nyine gambari cyo no kuzanga bazana ba Chitara bagenda list ni impango mnonga bitu hagenda abantu 20 abazana 20 niyo list Christmas Kusima goalkeeper yawe Farouk Dennis Omedi Brian Hewa Jude Semgabe Frank Tumwesiche George Senkara Fred Amaku Titus Sematimba Marvin Nyanzi Solomon Okwalinga Mupa Eric Otireho and Hawe David Ogulumuse bamusanije ku timu ya Maroons Pade Muhumuza Ronald Oti Maxwell Owachigwi kandi Tiro Jasper Aiba Masero Alpha Chigundu Capone Livingstone ogwo msinde Benjamin Nyakojo ogwo kandi akabasa kuba natunga injury y'amanu mwako gwahwire yahendeke gufa beat abasekona akira nagaruka president club president omukuru Kasozi yabasakwa na agenda head of delegation Isa Magola Kakaire nawe yabasakwa na atambara team officials agenda club CEO wakweta Joshua Atugonza kan media officer Sandra Awori team doctor Enoch Kayondo basakwa na agenda technical staff agenda Brand Senyondo Bale David Hamza Mwonge Isa Serwanja Otireho na Sharon Acheng babasakwa kandi batambara kuza kuri muyanga ya Libya twatunge kishani cyabo bamwe hari yabo babahika kandi achai Entebbe tonto bagwisizana maye bitu ya Uganda kuza kufunikishana nkecho ni ubanza warabo mukamuri anyway twafunikishana cyaba mwe bari yabo babasa kwa kandi bahikacha Entebbe ubwo njya no rebera kimwe abanywani bitu Jasper ahebwa Maseru asakwa kandi na agenda basigazi bitu Jasper ka wait ka agenda njya Coach Brand nando mutindo ubute kwa gukora mpaka nshayaza basekwa zedeka anyway aho kutukurugaho ikiriza kandi munywani wanje tubase kwandi kugambira ngo SCV yo umuzano gwa ngwa kwaguri hano yo mu Uganda Achai Mandela National Stadium kuriya umulinambole bitu yishika ngo babasa kwamba hanike bishare emitwali 10 for VIP emitwali 5 bwa ordinary abantu baza kwasa kureho mpiro abwenjiza basi
Uganda has money yeah
abantu binesete nangwa rwanacha konkati nguma bwenchi batakusupportinga munonge ibintu byombi
it's not publicized actually in Uganda it's the country that I trust when something is publicized even if it has no meaning
all right
people will attend
all right jano lebera kimwe kandi ticket available mtwali 10 VIP ordinary mtwali 5 SCV neza kwaleza na CBSA kuruka kuri ya muhangari ya Ethiopia so kategeze turebe ebiro byo kwezi biro ha fly ejo kandi mzako ebiro 17 kwa mnana otireho ibirabiro nabina 17 first leg hano yo mu Uganda kandi abana nabina byo kwa mnana nza kwa turukuriya Ethiopia so yishuka ngo babase kutunga sponsor wa Linglong Tire babase kwa natika makasente tukatoje turebe okubera agenda still aho mu ihanga wabiri yo muzani wa SC Villa ahabwa club football kandi na Express akatendeka na Express umutende coach Paul Mkata yabasa kubera nyakazoba na yanjura kuriya umuyangaria Tanzania ahabwa timu yibakweta Kagera Sugar yabasakwa kandi na ba head coach bamwe announcing katugeze turebe okukira base kuba mnyani wanje ni kitambra side jo coach Paul Nkata no mwari yabo ba coaches abase kuchenjinga face yo muzano mu ihangeri tinko manya kwara abase kuba kandi irakitambuza bitu kwitkurga ikiza tukugambire abyinzo umisho kuri basketball ikikopo cha Africa cha basketball cy'abana bari hansi imyaka 23 kibigendo misho mu ihangeri kunga tuhangwire icabishije under 23 chabichi Uganda basakwane changura kandi watungana MVP ombishije tinkumanya inshongejo Alex akabagambe chap
ndakira bajaka gende bushate bambi sote ndakitwaro bwire bwinje kukigambo twahirigwi abamwe baka raisinga fraga yito neza kugenda necha kuba tware mu chance y'abasigazi tugena ne yabishi
tukore mwana gari under 23
actually the reason why girls had to win
abichimba ku strutting munonga
because actually no it's nature
kweli
when you have training camps of girls and boys good enough under 23 both are children right but these girls tend to pay more attention another thing they give out their best as long as you have given them instructions
okay
tabakuyi
right yeah. FUFA Super 8 kandi mwana wanje excuse me mwana wanje Alex yakugambira nsonga ya Crane Select akuza ati Cranes selected neza kugumumbi Beat Vipers imutire gole mwarusha courtesy of Alan Okelo kabagamino kigambaho cyecho.
That's a surprise anyway.
It wasn't a surprise.
I never expected them to win.
Our own Joseph Akanonao represented. He was in that very game. That's my guy in the middle. That's my guy, Gift Fred. He used to be my player while he was still young at Tarazo Antares Football Club. I worked with that guy for several years, about 4 years anyway. Our very own Joseph Akanonao played that very game. That is Milton Karisa Nawabira, one of the most dangerous players in that very game. Bitu wasekwamba kuhangula Alan Okelo atebire kanum dachika ya chenda wasekwana ateba team ya Cranes Select kulia hari Philip Omondi Stadium chibanchi banyisango Vipers agenzero finals kandi za FUFA Super 8. So izogete niyo team ya Vipers no jerera kulia Chitara by the way hati bagenda so nso kumanya kubera basekwa mpitambara kuri umisho Bit Sevilla naye basekwa munywani wanje ni guhendera goals ibira hari ibiri abembazana kuri Bit penalty sinjere kunshemeza and penalty yo mwana Hassan Mubiru atirinka ya Messi mati ya penalty mjinonga anyway eshonga za FUFA Super 8 kutukuzuruga waje ni team ya NEG kwasekwa ngwa 2-2 eshongeje kutukujirgaho nyina kutwali kuri Ahirihanga umudakikisha in 3 minutes discussing events ezihanga Olympics zuhwire twaragana na gold medal emwe byasigara imbozi nuko genzere tutubase kurigana na gold medal twakwantu Olympics tuzigana ni horizo bari anyicha kale but English Premier League is coming back. Yesterday, Manchester United baba sekwa maruzi ngechikopo harubajwa Manchester City konka Man City kabagambe na Alex na nabakutureba Man City ni team yo kubanza kuhangura chikopo cha Community Charter Shield ikabasa no kuhangura chikopo cha Premier League omyaka 20 hingwire kandi ekika chikoni 2018 we need to repeat basaka kamba korechi
of course at Premier League there are problems
kweli no wala so Premier League
any other team
Alex
Manu Manchester
yeah tayari Premier League
okay
weekend sita hebire ebire mu defense
hata defense mu
defense to ko kwati penalty he
ati nore batinka
kandi babiri mu bakamwongera umwaka umwe
nora ibintu neba mwashate na Sancho
akarema
basaka banyu aba Arsenal bakarema penalty azihanga
that was the first penalty Sancho kicked after the loss of the penalty in 2020
yeah England
the player Ronaldo na penalty so
Sancho should be sold
nijana muhoro kare jobo zakuzigarizo yanyicha kare dakika za twokati baziturebe habire nominations zabazahanya barabase kwamba twara PFA Young Player Award konka umuryabo nanyisha bakugira ngo twaziturebe Bukayo Saka kandi Alejandro Garnacho Kobe Maino otiriho Michael Olise wa Crystal Palace kandi Cole Palmer wa timu ya Chelsea otirina Yao Pedro wa timu ya Brighton and Hove Albion umurimwe kabagambe ojena nowa PFA
I go with Saka. He's really extraordinary.
Atuireme ibintu byo kwagera nake nimba ningenda na Maino
Kobe Maino okay all right we try to find mwana ga Cole Palmer
no
the youngest top scorer in
as long as I'm just getting strangled here and there. If I find Palmer and Saka in the same category, I feel like Saka is older. He shouldn't be. He should be competing for the men. But if he's in this category, he's better than them. Honestly speaking, Saka is.
All right. Icho katu chugaho bitu abwenshonga zakiri katu batware speed. English Premier League negaruka kandi ruwakata anuru. Atwine fixtures za English Premier League zirabase kwazibao. Team Manchester United neza kwigoro Premier League season age kandi it's on record. United ogwe igwire impaka za English Premier League omyaka. So nebere himi babase kwamba hangura. Anyway,
actually me I told you it's for the first time since Kengu 2015 Manchester United neza kurugaheza ibanzate
so on Friday 16th August Nsoga United is on Fulham kandi on Saturday nzakwa tuleba mzano gwamani bagenzi bitu aba West Ham amaza kwambazana Aston Villa ogutinko kugura agende team yitu ya Arsenal nzakwa neza na Wolverhampton Wanderers ito abasukushman tushemba yona yo season yewe tukitera tukukunkumara tikumanya on Sunday we shall have one of the biggest games. Chelsea will be playing against Man City so umpio kuza kubugusha 10 chweka kandi on Monday Leicester nezana Spurs ebintu bizakwa biriyo kandi mu weekend age ijukangu twateka touch omuteam ya Chelsea twase kwa tureba bazana ba Chelsea abeyire Chelsea no bora jemereze in the most most fluent forward selection.
It has the most number of players.
By the way, actually, with the most number. Anyway, Nicole Chico, twinebazana ba Chelsea abo. Abagambira kigamba. Ebya Chelsea biza kwambera wala speed za kugantuberetiza oganyisha kare, but that's the lead. Basekwa na ikiza kujoininga team ya Manchester United. Kandi Manchester United it is deal wasa kusigninga kandi ogom enzarwa ya Budachi abina kuzanda team ya bagenzi bitu aba Bayern Munich kandi ntumanyira kimwe ngu Matas the lead na abasa kwija kandi kuza ombije bya Harry Maguire obasekwa na etombwita na agira ati ebinkorire Manchester United tumberebere abo kino muri msani ngondi jo muzani mtangambire mtabaseko. Anyway, bitu Aaron Wan Bissaka yabasa kuba kandi na ikiza na team ya bagenzi bitu aba West Ham United kandi abasa kuba na agenda isha yona so ibintu kubiyemerire isha za twa tindabasa kwa ninde ngaho nyikiriza aba bashija tindabareze na ka space kubasa kora mse abantu babo twine program eri kugarukaho yo kushaba ya Monday Altar ya Gntv as a family so mwe tindabikize kubasa kuba baramusya nasigara ndi Barigye Jusper Muhinda ruhango rukomata kumera sente abatukumira on behalf of Kabagambe Alex Proline kandi na Jasper na Gntv twakwana producer Joseph bye bye for now mulare kurunje.